By the way, as that storm was blowing through at about 3:30 in the afternoon last Friday, I was like, I really shouldn't have said that to Coach about the weather.
You shouldn't have. And then my phone started blowing up. Said, hey, there must be a Tiger football game tonight because now we got a storm. And they're showing me pictures of radars and stuff. I was like, it's a home game.
The wind was blowing through here. I was watching it going, I figured it was going to be fine by game time. But.
Oh, you missed it. It was like a disaster area over there. Tornado came through, like porta potties blown over, trash all over the field. Yeah, it was interesting to watch people scramble around trying to get that thing cleaned up.
Yeah, because I'm sure you guys had all your signs and stuff and the sponsors.
Those are toasted. Those are now officially in a trash can somewhere because they didn't make it through that one.
Well, that's, yeah. As for the football game, just another one of those that it sort of feels like the what-ifs part of it because you guys definitely played well in a lot of spaces, but it was finishing things off kind of was the issue.
Yeah, and that's been our Achilles heel on offense the whole year. We've had success moving the football against everybody. We just get kind of inside the 20 or 30, and we find ways to kill ourselves and kill drives with penalties. Last week we turned it over inside the 20 on a first down. Can't get the crucial play. We got stopped at a 4th and 1, and that's something that we should hang our hat on and get that every time. So, and that's just a tribute. That's just a thing our kids got to learn. And we kind of worked on some things in practice this week of in team offense. We're on the 30 going in, and they have to score every drive, and every play's got to get in the end zone. And just trying to teach our kids to finish drives and sustain drives and keep the other team off the field.
And I think Goddard. They gave you what you expected. They also switched things up a little bit with the spread, and that gave you a little bit of an issue defensively. But certainly, you guys didn't get the stops that you were hoping to get defensively.
No, and we didn't, and that's what I was just talking to you about a minute ago. Is we've always had where one side of the ball play really well, the other one's not. We've never really put it together at the same time, and that's part of a team that hasn't won a whole lot, knowing how to do those things in crucial situations. And getting off the field on third downs has been our Achilles heel defensively this year, and getting big stops and. We'll put them in third down, and then we give up a 6-yard gain, or we'll give up a 25-yard pass on 3rd and 12. And those are things that we just got to continue to grow from, and our young kids got to learn that if we do those things, these games can turn out differently. We had 4 drives inside their 30 that we came away with 3 points.
Yeah. And in terms of some silver lining stuff, I thought Ryan had one of his better games of the year.
Yeah, and I took him aside last week, and we worked a lot of one-on-one stuff with him, and I thought he played really well. I thought it was 7 of 11. Threw the ball well. That throw to Julio for a touchdown is a throw a lot of kids don't really make at this level at that age. That's a phenomenal throw, and he made some good decisions, and he threw the ball well, and he's had a really good week last week, and he's done it again this week. I think he started out like 7 for 7 and 7-on-7 yesterday of throwing the football. So he's making strides, and that's the encouraging part. We're going to be able to run the football. That's something we've been pretty good at all year. We got to be better at capitalizing on drives and scoring, and we got to do a better job getting off the field defensively when we put them in third down situations.
Now, the defense definitely going to have their work cut out from this week. This is an exceptionally athletic and fast football team for Roswell, right?
I thought they were the fastest team I've ever seen last year. They might be faster this year.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. Coach Linda has done a great job getting that program back up to where it was in the 80s and 90s, and they've got some phenomenal talent around there. They're not as big as, say, Goddard is or any of those guys, but their speed, I don't know if there's a 6A school that can match them speed for speed in this state. They got kids that can fly.
Yeah, and I don't know, in comparison to the guys that we saw from Deming, those were top-end athletes there. Obviously you all have seen something that's similar to that, and you kind of know what to expect and what you guys need to do well, I would anticipate.
Yeah, Deming had 2 kids that could fly. Yeah. Roswell High's probably got about 6.
Yeah,
they got a few of them that can go. Their playmaker's Josiah Reese, who is scary when he touches the football, and that Coach Lynn's done a good job of creating ways to get him the football in space, and they've even put him at tailback now and let him get more touches, which is not a good thing for a whole lot of teams that play him. But it's one of those things, and we watched the PV film. I think Roswell scored right before halftime to make it 7-0. And we were watching it, and you go, well, how did PV keep it so close? Well, Roswell ran 3 plays the entire first quarter.
So it was the same stuff, yeah.
Yeah, they ran 3 plays, and PV kept the ball away from them and couldn't put it in. They got stopped inside the 5 twice and turned it over on down. So it's one of those things that we've got to be able to get them off the field and keep them off and sustain drives and put points on the board and make them have to capitalize and put pressure on somebody else.
And I think we were talking about it offensively. It's the same thing going into the Goddard game. You guys obviously have to be able to run the football well, do what you do well, but if you can get that improvement even more on the offense or in throwing the football, it can maybe give you the opportunity to finish off some of those drives better. Yeah,
and that's what we made the strides last week. We got to continue getting better and getting our kids in space and doing the right things. And that's the thing RV has done all year is continue to get better about making progressions and reads, and we've tried to simplify some things for him. But when he needs to, he's made some really good throws for us, and and made some plays for us on both sides of the ball. But our bread and butter is we're in line up, try to control the game and be physical.
And could be, we've had some chilly nights so far. Could be the first really cold football night of the year.
Yeah, I saw the high was like 47 on Friday. Yeah. I'm going to dress warm. I'm going to be more prepared than I was in Los Lunas because it was a little chilly over there, and none of us were prepared for that one. But it'll be in the 30s around kickoff, so it'll be fun. It's fall football, and that's where it's supposed to be played at. And we want to continue to play. We got to win one of these last two games, get in the playoffs, and continue to play in November when it gets colder.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys can knock off the number one team in the state this week, it's going to definitely make some noise and certainly put you guys in the playoff consideration for sure.
Yeah, and we've told our kids that from day one. We want these last 4 games here for a reason. You can earn your keep right there. You can earn your place at the table if you do what you need to get done, and we have the ability to do it, and we just got to be able to capitalize on our own situations, take advantage of opportunities for us. But Roswell High is not going to lay over for us. They're not just going to play dead, and our kids got to come out and play, and we got to make a lot of things go our way and play really well.
Yeah, they're fighting for a district championship, and they need all 3 of those wins to make.
They do, and they're well coached, and they got a bullseye on their back, and they want to win another one and go back to back, and hopefully we can play well on Friday and get things going our way and kind of knock them off that pedestal a little bit.
All right, best of luck on Friday, Coach.
Appreciate it, Charles.